Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cat's Cottage. I'm out on my balcony. It's still dark out here, and I just wanted to say hello. I'm gonna switch y'all around so y'all can see my dark. Okay, here we go. I'm out here. I've got the overhead light on. See right there? How about that? I put those up myself. Those are some clear Christmas lights. Yeah, well, I'll move it on around so you can see. On around. I'm in the dark. See there? I got this light up here above me. It's a paper light. That's a paper light I got at IKEA. And I put a white plastic bag on it so the paper wouldn't dissolve out here outside. And I'm sitting at this little table. I don't have a mic on because I want y'all to hear the water running and the frogs or whatever might happen. I've noticed that for some reason my mic doesn't work hooked up when I'm around the pond. If it does work, it has a funny sound to it. But anyway, I hope y'all all can hear me good enough. But I'm out here. It's not cold and not hot. It's just kind of in between. We're supposed to have rain today. Heard a frog. I hope y'all heard him. And also, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to talk over that air conditioner. Can y'all give me a chance? Give me a second. I'll turn you this way, and I'm gonna go turn that down. Okay. You wouldn't hurt any frogs over that air conditioner at all. Hope y'all can all hear me good. Remember I said I didn't have a mic on. But I've come out here to listen to the frogs. You see, there's my door behind me. If the boogeyman comes, I can jump in there real quick. If he comes, he'll have to be Spider-Man, because I got the doorway blocked off with a tree and all that. But what would get me screaming and hollering and would be a big rat or something come flying up here. Right? Man, you'd hear some, or a snake, you'd hear some loud. I'm not particularly afraid. It's just when I get startled, I'm one of those. I scream. My husband does not understand that. He looks at, it's just me. Why you gotta scream? I said, because you startled me. But I'm a screamer. And look here. Look at that coffee cupcake, and my pretty plate that I can't seem to find any more of. From the hotel in Pennsylvania. If y'all are up there in a hotel and you see these dishes, put one in your purse and mail it to me. Anyway, it just feels so good about it. And even if it starts raining, that's okay. I'm up here and I can listen to it and it'd be nice. it's supposed to be a real good day. Rain, I don't really consider rain as bad, and they put it on that screen, and they put us in a colored section, you know, really bad. And rain is not always bad, you know. But I've just about got this balcony fixed up. Only thing I hadn't done is I need to get the garden hose. You know, I pushed the garden hose up here from down there with the pool brush. You know, that long pool brush. I pushed the hose up here and kind of rinsed the floor off and the bench and all that from the dust. You just can't blow it off. You can't sweep it off. It has to have water. So that's what's happening here. And I try to do it every year without doing the hose, but I'm going to have to. The dust just clings up here and moves around and stays. See, I call it a highway now. It didn't used to be, but the highway's right there. And there's younger people living in these houses now, and they are back and forth. Well, when the older people were alive and they were here, that's all they did too. Back and forth, back and forth. But that throws up dust. And then the airplanes put down black, kind of a black dust. And blowers. And all these people here have someone come and cut their grass. They're not rich, they're just lazy. You know, they don't want to do it. And the people that cut grass always have blowers, and they always cut. They don't care if it's dry and dusty, you know. Well, like us would say, well, that's too dry, that's too dusty, just wait or wet it down or something. But no, they just cut through it because they want, you know, they want the money. And so, but anyway, that's where all the dust comes from. And when I had my pool set up for swimming, I had a slide out there and a diving board. And they would be black every spring. And that black came from the airplanes. And you could rub your hand over it and it was just dirt, grit. And it comes from the airplanes. So, oh, I feel a little bit of cool air. It just feels so nice. I'll flip the camera right quick and let y'all look at my, can y'all see? I guess that wind's not gonna stick. That wind's blowing those flags a little bit. Yeah. You see, I do get some traffic noise when that traffic starts. I get that traffic straight down here. It's about 1, 2, 3 lots down. So that's not very far where the stop sign is. Anyway, I'm going to do a few things out here still. I want to paint that bench right there. It looks really funky. I'm going to put not over the whole bench, just where the seat part is. Put a little bit of white house paint on that and make that look a little cleaner. And then I'm going to, like I said, get the hose and just kind of flush everything off. You know, get the dust off of it. Pollen hadn't really started coming down yet here. I don't have any trees that have that pollen. When it does, you'll know it when it starts. I had one of those maple trees, had those spinners. When I moved in here, boy, I had no idea. And I had this balcony built across the back of the house. Well, it was just like a basket. Come on, y'all, I'm up here, I'll catch you. This thing just got loaded. I mean, you could just shovel it up. That's how bad it was. Of course, that tree's gone. Yeah, it really unloaded. And a couple of the neighbors must have had some on that other area over there because they floated over here. But I don't have to worry about those anymore. Those are gone. If you're going to plant a maple, you get ready, you're going to get those little spinners. Boy, they are hard to sweep up. They've got a little hook on one part of the little ball, and it'll just grab. But thank goodness. Now all I have to worry about is the airplanes. They won't go away though. You never think about the airplanes can dirty your house and everything, but it does. Having that pool, that's just what I hated, was washing that stuff off of everything, you know. This coffee's pretty good. It's that Black Rifle, yeah. And I'm gonna taste my little, I like my husband to get sugar-free stuff, some sugar-free stuff, but this is not. I try to stay away from sugar. I'm not doing a very good job at it, as you can tell by looking at me. That's real pretty inside, isn't it? I'm going to have all y'all fixing up cinnamon bread or coffee cake or something. But my mother's cake definitely tastes like coffee. She actually poured coffee into it. I saw her do it, so. And I thought, oh, is that what you're supposed to do? Oh, I'm not doing it. You know, when I grow up, is that what you're supposed to? I thought everything she did I was supposed to do when I grew up. I had to do. I'm not doing that. Oh, this is real nice. I don't think it has coffee in it. It looks like it has little cinnamon spots. You know, little pieces of cinnamon. I'll have to look that up and see what's really put in it, you know. Who knows, maybe I'll get addicted to it like my mama was. These are these IKEA chairs I got, and they're so good for rocking. I had them in the house and I brought them out just because I wanted to buy another set over at the Salvation Army. A wood set. I was just kind of tired of it. But this is those clear chairs, you know, that you can see through. And they cost quite a bit to me a piece. I paid about $80 a piece. And I bought, I think I bought one, and then I bought two more, and then I bought another. So I didn't go and buy them all at one time. And this round table came from over there. And it matches these kind of modern chairs pretty good. But this round table, how I got it was, they have this festival. And I guess they do it in Sweden or somewhere. That's where their stuff comes from, I think. And anyway, they had this festival to eat oysters and different things. And their stuff wasn't set up southern. It wasn't. It was just set up in little. It was set up in pots, like you would a church social. You know, you bring a pot of everything and you put it on the table. And stuff. Some of it didn't even go together. You know, pickles and oysters, and you know, in different places. Just they might have done that, but I knew it wasn't going to go over the next year because it's not southern, you know. But anyway, they had that festival where where my story's leading to. This table here was too high for me. It cost too much. So they had these kind of tables in their dining area. They had these. That's how come I liked them so much. And this is not the original chairs I had. I had two chairs that I liked, but I took them back and got these instead. But anyway, their festival. And y'all might have gone to them and maybe like it. But it wasn't for me, all the different things they had. You know, boiled eggs in a bowl, and, you know, just, and they wanted $25 a person right off, right in the door. And just by looking at all that, there wasn't going to be all you could eat. You know, you can just tell. You know, and at that time when they first opened here, those were not people, local people. Those were people they brought in with them, and they weren't cooking like we eat here. Um, But anyway, this table, if I'll ever get to the end of this story, gosh almighty, this table got nicked a little on the top. And so they chunked it to the reduce room and had it really cheap. I think I might have paid $30 for it, or even less. So I bought it. And the little nicks, you can't even tell, really. But I keep a tablecloth on it. I don't have to, but it's got the tiny little nicks in it. I think it might have about 2 little nicks in it. It's from people gouging oysters. These people in this area, and I live next to Memphis, they like seafood. They like that stuff, but they don't know how to eat it. They don't know how to, you know, open it or how to eat it. So, anyway, if they had served up fried chicken, barbecue, they wouldn't have been able, it'd been body to body in that place. But, you know, they just assumed that we were all going to like their Norwegian type food, that we were going to go for it. $25 a seat. You know, I wasn't going. I just wanted the table. I think that place is still open. But if it's open, it's barely open. I was thinking about the other day, I ought to swing over there. A lot of the things I got there, I don't really, you know, I ain't jumping up and down. I'm watching them off. I got my door closed. I bought a lot of modern things there. It was when I was going through my modern. I thought everything, you know, had to be plain and modern, and my house didn't have all this stuff in it. It was empty, and you know, I even bought the goofy-looking modern napkin holders. You know, the ones that look like a box or with a lid or something weird. But yeah, and I tried to pawn off all that stuff because I didn't want it anymore. But I did pay a good price for all of it. But I was just going through that phase. I thought I needed to be, I guess I thought I needed to be Norwegian. I don't know. But no, it's really not me. And I've tried to be white in my house. I've tried that. Beige. I got sick of, when I moved in here, everything was beigey. And then I really like color. I just love color. I can't see anything but I painted everything white, the walls, threw white stuff over furniture, made everything white. And couldn't stand it after a while. It was just, and then I made different places blue wall, you know, just one blue wall, and it seemed really cold to me, you know, the light blue. It is a cold color. So when I painted everything gold, I just kind of liked it. I mean, it was just, you know, and everybody was, oh, you painting everything gold, and I did that. And I think I've painted it over again to give it another, you know, freshen it up. I made it a little darker gold. But I do happen to like jewel colors. I like burgundy and gold together. Um, and I never was big on red, but now just this past couple of years, I've thrown red in to my color, pick it up a little bit. And I don't know why I never went for red before. Maybe it was my age, you know. I'm watching too many movies, you know, about red. Um, but yeah, now what I have is a mix of thrift store. That's it. It's a thrift store design. I think I've just invented that. It's not. And I even went through a time where I decorated with stuff from the side of the road. I mean, secondhand, free stuff. Um, and I had a time where I bought a lot of furniture from antique stores or bought them estate sale, and I had some pretty nice antiques. Um, I had a whole dining area, long table with the buffet and the cabinet and all. I kept one little cabinet here. Um, I had all of that. Enjoyed it. My whole living room up there was a dining room, and I just had fun doing it, buying stuff and decorating and tablecloths and the whole thing, the china and all that. I did all that, and I guess I've gone through phases of. But in all honesty, I'm like my daddy. My daddy was that way. I liked stuff because I say like my daddy because I remember my mama fussing at him. I went down to visit. They lived in Bellingraph, near Bellingraph there. Uh, Bellefontaine, that was it. I almost forgot the name. And they changed the name to Theodore, which was stupid. That was after I left. They changed the name to Theodore, which, why? It was the original old French village down there in Mobile, the one near the coast, the village near where they fought the battle there at Dauphin Island on that in that Fort Morgan or Montgomery or which I forget the name of it now. But yeah, I lived and I went to the high school there. But anyway, I forgot where I was at. Oh, my daddy, yeah. Went down to visit, and of course now it's called Theodore. And guess what? You went to Theodore High. You didn't go to Bellefontaine High. But, why they didn't like that French name, I don't know. I thought it was wonderful myself. But anyway, he fixed his room up with some things he found and he bought here and there. And she didn't fix it up. I had brought him some red carpet that I had gotten hold of that was new and I didn't use it. My first husband laid some carpet. We would lay some carpet to earn some money. And we had a red piece that would fit a bedroom. And we gave it to him. Anyway, I went down later, and he had fixed that room up. He had all kind of cool stuff in there. It surprised me. I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't know he liked to decorate or kind of stuff. In the corner, he had a, what do you call them men? Armor, with armor on. They're freestanding, and they got a, helmet. He had one of those. And he had some cool stuff on the shelves. He said when he had to repair the sewer line under the house. We had a house that was raised up off the ground. And he had dug out some Indian artifacts. He said he believes that the house this was a village because he had found some artifacts up under the house. And he had them on the shelf. Just really neat looking. And then I think I had drew him a picture of chalk, and I sent him that. And he had that up. What else did I? What was it? And books. He had books. He just had it fixed really cool. And I thought, well, this is the coolest thing. He knocked part of the wall out there. He had his closet there, and he knocked the wall in, got rid of the siding. And he made shelves. He was a carpenter, so he could do that stuff. He made shelves, and that's what he had in there. He had it fixed really cool. And he had an big old antique bed, the big old post like that, was really sharp. But he was beginning to get sick, He had that, I don't want y'all to think I got dementia or something, but I just don't think of those things, so I try to put them out of my mind. That chest disease from the service, working in my daddy, he did fight in a war, Luzon, in the Philippines, and he also built ships, and he knew every ship that went out there. He knew every one of them. I saw him cry one time over a ship that had been blown up and was sinking, and he sat there, and it was on the news, and he literally bawled. But anyway, I started this story out saying I like junk. And I've looked back. I wish I could show y'all those pictures. I looked back at some pictures where I've always taken pictures inside of my house through the years. And you won't believe it, just bare. And I look at it and I think, how did I like that? How did I go for that? I liked all that nothing, just a sofa, a lamp, a TV, and a chair. There was nothing, not anything on the floor. And I thought, how did I like that stuff? But I guess I go through phases, but I do like junk. I like to pile it up, I guess. That's why I say I like to have a house with bigger rooms. I don't have to have a lot of rooms, just bigger ones, Big bathroom, big living room, big kitchen. Oh gosh, I could have a kitchen like Taj Mahal. Then I could have everything in it. Need to drink my coffee. But this is a big balcony up here. I like that. It goes all the way across the house, back of the house, and I like it. And I could see why they liked those houses years ago with the balcony, a porch going all the way around. Oh, that's just cool. I remember as a kid running around those porches, I don't know whose house I was at, or was I at my own house? I don't know, but I must have been aggravating. I'd run all the way around the porch. But anyhow, I say anyway and anyhow a lot. It is so still and so quiet here. Where's all these aggravators? The dogs, the frogs must know I'm here because they've gotten quiet. Oh, Lord, thank you so much for being quiet. Well, I hope I didn't make a mistake by taking the mic off. I wanted y'all to hear the frogs. He's probably saying, come on, baby, come on over here. I think you're really beautiful. Get over here. There'll be so many baby frogs out there. It was one year after the first year that I made it to a pond. And it got so loud. And there were tree frogs everywhere too. And all over the lawn furniture and everything. You had to look really close to make sure you wasn't going to sit on one. And she's hollering back, I'm over here, sweetie. Yeah. I'll probably sit out here a while longer after I shut this off. But I just wanted to say hello to everybody. And there's no telling what I'll be up to. Who knows what I'm going to be up to. But I'm feeling better. And those of y'all that have the flu now, take care of yourself. And it takes a while to get over it. I know you can still hear mine. You know, when it starts breaking up on you, work on getting it up. That's the thing about it. Work on getting that up. Whatever you do, whatever you can, every time if you cough and then swallow back, you're not helping yourself. You're just putting it right back on your chest. In there, your chest, your lungs are holding it. So get that. It's not coming from your stomach. It's in your chest. It's holding in your chest. So when you bring it up, get it out and get rid of it. You'll get well faster. I'm working on it. I'm still a little harsh, you know, in my throat. Of course, the dentist didn't help me either. But he was all masked up and gloves, so he didn't have anything to worry about with me. And it's been a while. This is just hanging on. So, but anyway, I wish that pray for y'all. I do. I pray for y'all. I know some of y'all are sick, and I pray that you get well or feel better. Some of this stuff we can't ever get rid of. I have acid reflux, so I have to be careful with that. But I pray that if it'll get better, you know, so you can still move around and try to enjoy this weather coming up. I always assume everybody's having a dusty spring that's coming. It needs to be changed to dusty spring. That's what it is. It's just dust, and then the pollen comes later. Yeah, it could turn white back here from certain pollens. And reason I know the difference. Just say I know. It's just all my opinion, okay? You can say no, you're wrong. That's pollen. But I was a runner, and I know the difference. I would run out there, and I would get covered this time with dust. I would come back, and you could just rub it. It was like sandpaper, just all over me, just covered me, dust, dirt. From cars throwing it up, you know, and blowers and things. And then pollen, I would wear some type of try to wear a mask if I could remember it. But there is a big difference in it. So, but anyway, I'm going to wish y'all the best today. And y'all all take care, and I'll talk to you later.